Good morning. Today we'll be discussing some of the applications of integers. In the previous classes, we have done problems which are very much direct in nature. Now we will be looking into how integers can be applied in day-to-day life situations and how to resolve such kind of situations. Now already I have posted the worksheet which I told you that I'll be discussing. So today we'll go about the same worksheet. So look into the first question. Now first question is by homework which will be similar to the second one. So I'll be moving on to the second one. Look at the second one. Denali is one of the coldest mountains on earth. The temperature is 2 degrees Celsius today, and each day it is dropping by 3 degrees Celsius. What will be the temperature of Denali after 2 weeks? So the present day temperature is 2 degrees Celsius. Now every day the temperature is being reduced by 3 degrees Celsius. Now after 2 weeks we need to find out the temperature of Denali. Now first we go about on the number line and then we move on to the process. Suppose say, so initially this is 2 degree, say 1 degree, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 8. Now initially the temperature of Denali is 2 degrees Celsius. Now in each day 3 degrees is being reduced. So on day 1 it will be 3 degrees reduced, so go back 3 units, 1, 2, 3. So the temperature will be minus 1 degrees after the first day. Now after the second day again 3 degrees gets reduced, so 1, 2, 3. Again after the third day it comes over here, and likewise 3 degrees keeps reducing. Now if you move on after 14 days you will be finding out the actual temperature after 2 weeks. That is the way we go about. That is 2 weeks is 14 days. A week you have got 7 days, 2 weeks is 14 days. Likewise we have to go 14 days in this manner. So this is after first day, this is second day, third day. Likewise if you move on 14 days, then you will get the temperature after 2 weeks. That is one way of doing the problem. Now if you keep on moving that way, it is a bit tedious. That is this is a bit lengthier. So what we do is we try to adopt a bit more effective method so that it will be a smooth way of resolving the given problem. So I am not sticking on to this number line. Of course if you go about in this way, you may arrive at the desired result after the 14th day. It is no doubt you will get the answer, sure. However, it is a bit more tedious, so I am trying to go about a more effective method. Okay. So initial temperature is 2 degrees Celsius. One day it is being reduced 3 degrees. Then 2 days it will be 6, 3 days 9, 4 days. Likewise, we have to calculate it for 2 weeks. So 2 weeks is how many days? 2 weeks is 14 days. So one day 3 degrees is being reduced. 3 degrees Celsius. Now 14 days, how many degrees gets reduced? So that is what we do. So one day 3 degrees. Say one chocolate cost is 10 rupees. What is the cost of 10 chocolates? 10 into 10, which is 100. On the same lines, one day the temperature being reduced is 3 degrees Celsius. 14 days it will be 14 into 3. So 14 into 3 is how much? 3 4s are 12, 2 1, 3 1s are 3, 4. So 42 degrees Celsius. So one day 3 degrees Celsius is being reduced. So 14 days 42 degrees Celsius should be reduced. So reduce 42 degrees Celsius from 2 degrees Celsius. That will give you the temperature after 14 days. So that is what we find. 2 minus 42. So which is minus 40 degrees Celsius. This is the initial temperature which is given to us. That is 2 degrees Celsius. On each day 3 degrees is being reduced. So after 14 days we have to find out how much temperature is at that particular place. So one day 3 degrees Celsius, so 14 days it is 42 degrees Celsius. So 42 degrees Celsius is being reduced from day 1 to day 14. So after 2 weeks now the temperature is minus 40 degrees. That is 2 minus 42 degrees, because this is the temperature that is being reduced. So 2 minus 42 degrees Celsius, so which is minus 40 degrees Celsius. See, same rules that we have applied earlier. Different signs you have to subtract 42 and 2. It is 40, biggest number is 42, sign is minus, so this is minus 40 degrees Celsius. So that is the way to go about it. Instead of going on a number line, you can think this way. On one day 3 degrees is being reduced, so 14 days 42 degrees Celsius is to be reduced. So initial temperature is 2 degrees, reduce 42 degrees Celsius, then that will give you the temperature after 2 weeks, which is minus 40 degrees Celsius. So that is about the second problem, and you can work out on the similar lines with regards to the first problem. Now look into the third one. It is getting really cold in Srinagar today. The temperature is dropping by 2 degrees Celsius every 1 hour. It is 6 degrees Celsius right now. How long it will take for the temperature to be minus 10 degrees Celsius? So the temperature is dropping by 2 degrees Celsius. It is 6 degrees Celsius right now. So the present temperature is 6 degrees Celsius. Now every 1 hour it is being dropped by 2 degrees Celsius. So just like the previous problem. The previous problem, the initial temperature is 2 degrees Celsius and the temperature is dropping by 3 degrees Celsius. In this problem, the initial temperature is 6 degrees Celsius and the temperature is dropping 2 degrees Celsius every 1 hour. Now they are asking you after how many hours the temperature becomes minus 10 degrees Celsius. So we don't know after how many hours the temperature becomes minus 10 degrees Celsius. Let us say that in x hours the temperature becomes minus 10 degrees. That is, in 1 hour 2 degrees is being reduced. So in x hours how much temperature is being reduced? So 1 hour 2 degrees, x hours it will be 2x. That is the temperature that is being reduced. So initial temperature is 6 degrees. Now in x hours we are saying that the temperature is 2x degrees that is being reduced. So this is 2x and which is same as minus 10. Now this is simple equation, solve that. So bring this minus 2x to right hand side and minus 10 to left hand side. So 6 minus 10 it becomes plus 10, minus 2x becomes plus 2x. So 6 plus 10 is 16. Bring this 2 to this side, multiplicative quantity becomes a division quantity. So 16 by 2 is equal to x, 2 1 set, 2 8 set. So that will imply x is equal to 8 hours. I repeat it once again. Initially we are given 6 degrees Celsius, that is the temperature. In every 1 hour 2 degrees is being reduced. Now we are supposed to find out after how many hours the temperature becomes minus 10 degrees. So I have assumed that after some x hours the temperature becomes minus 10 degrees. So I am now trying to calculate in x hours how much temperature is being reduced. In 1 hour 2 degrees is reduced. In x hours 2x temperature is being reduced. Now I am subtracting that temperature from 6 and that will give you minus 10 because we have assumed that for x the temperature has become minus 10. So 6 minus 2x is equal to minus 10. Bring this minus 10 to left hand side, minus 2x to right hand side. So this is the case, 6 plus 1 16. Then bring this 2 to left hand side, the 16 by 2, that is 8. So after 8 hours the temperature becomes minus 10. So that is the case. Now we move on to the next one. But this is a bit different to whatever the problems we have done. So before we get into that problem, let us assume some hypothetical situation. Suppose say I have earned some 10 rupees and I am in need of 20 rupees, but I only have 10 rupees. So what I do is I will borrow some 10 rupees from my friend. So now I have got 10 more rupees. The total amount which I have got is 20. Now this is the amount which I had. This is the amount which I have borrowed. Now are these two values same? Are these two amounts same? Of course the value might be same, but this is the 10 which retains with you, whereas this 10 will always be taken away from you. Therefore we say that, therefore we represent this with minus 10, whereas this with plus 10. That is the amount which I retain with myself. I am assuming it as plus 10, and the amount which will be away from me, I am representing it as -10. So the situation is indicated by these signs, whereas the numerical value is same, but that plus or minus sign indicates the situation, whether that belongs to you or that belongs to somebody else, or whether that is the amount that is with you, or that is the amount that is going to be subtracted from you. So this sign indicates that. Even the same thing applies for profit. So whenever we say profit, it is an increased amount. So instead of the word called profit, I will use a plus sign, which indicates that that amount has come to me, or in other words, that is the profit which I have achieved. And to the contrary, I will be using a minus sign. So that indicates that is the amount that I will always lose. In other words, for loss, I will be using a word, using a sign called minus. So whenever I have minus sign, it indicates that I have attained some loss, or the amount that will move away from me. Whenever I indicate plus, that means the amount that always comes to me, or I'll earn a profit. So that is the literal sense of plus and minus signs with regards to a particular situation, whether it is profit or loss. To contrary or opposite situation, we represent using plus and minus signs. So taking this into consideration, let's move on to the fourth problem. So a merchant on selling rice earns a profit of 10 per basmati rice bag sold, and loss of 5 per bag of non-basmati rice. So there are two kinds of rice bags. So one is the basmati rice, the other one is the non-basmati rice. And whenever he sells basmati rice bag, he is always gaining a profit of rupees 10. So since I mentioned profit, I write plus 10. So instead of using the word for profit. Like the same, when he is arriving at a loss of 5 rupees per bag, so I'll assume that it is minus 5. Instead of saying loss of 5 rupees, I'll say minus 5. That minus 5 indicates that he is having a loss on non-basmati rice bags, and he is having a profit on basmati rice bags. So these are the initial details that are given to us. That is, on one bag he gets plus 10. On one bag of non-basmati rice, he gets minus 5 rupees. So this is what the interpretation that we make. Irrespective of whether it is profit or loss, we are not talking about. We are talking in general that he is gaining, or he is getting plus 10, and here he is getting minus 10. Instead of talking like profit or loss, I am talking here plus 10, minus 10. In both the cases, he is getting some amount. Here he is getting plus 10, here he is getting minus 5. Now look into the first situation. He sells 3000 bags of basmati rice and 5000 bags of non-basmati rice in a month. What is his profit or loss in a month? Okay. So one bag he gets 10 rupees. Now basmati rice bags he has sold is 3000. So one bag 10 rupees. So now he has got 3000 bags. How much amount he gains? It is 3000 into 10. So which is 30,000. So 30,000 is the amount that he gains on basmati rice bags. Now he is selling 5,000 bags of non-basmati rice bags. So on one bag of non-basmati rice he is getting minus 5 rupees. Now we have 5,000 bags. So 5,000 bags he gets or in fact 5,000 into minus 5. So 5,000 into minus 5 gives you minus 25, which is minus 25,000. So that is the amount he is obtaining on non-basmati rice bag. Now we calculate the total amount he obtained on the whole transaction. So total amount is the summation of these two. Here he is getting minus 25,000. Here he is getting plus 30,000. Now I am trying to calculate the total amount that he is getting. So since I mentioned total, I will add upon. So this is 30,000 plus into minus is minus 25,000. So this is how much? 30,000 minus 25,000 is 5,000. So here it is plus 5,000. So plus indicates profit. Therefore in the whole transaction he is getting a profit of 5,000 rupees. If suppose you have arrived at minus 5,000, then we say that he is getting a loss of 5,000. So instead of using the word profit or loss, we indicate that with sign, plus profit minus loss. So here you have arrived at a positive sign, which indicates that he is arriving at a profit of 5,000 rupees. If it is minus, then we would have concluded that he has arrived at a loss of 5,000 rupees. So that is the first case. Now look into the second. What is the number of basmati rice bags he must sell to have neither profit nor loss? What is the number of basmati rice bags he must sell to have neither profit nor loss? So we don't know how many basmati rice bags he need to sell. Let us assume that the number of basmati rice bags he needs to sell to have neither profit nor loss is X. So on one bag he is getting 10 rupees, on X bags it is 10X. So just like this, one chocolate 10 rupees, then 10 chocolates 100 rupees, that is 10 into 10. Similar case, on one bag 10 rupees, now we have X bags, so it is X into 10, that is 10X. So that is what I am writing, 10X. Now this is the amount which he gets on basmati rice bags. Now he is selling 6,400 non-basmati rice bags. So on one basmati rice bag he gets minus 5 rupees. Now he has got 6,400 basmati rice bags. So that is into 5. So this is 5 0s are 0, 5 4s are 20, 0 2, 5 6 are 30, 32. So this is minus 1. So he gets minus 32,000 on non-basmati rice bags. Now this is the total amount which he gets on the whole transaction. But it was mentioned that he got neither profit nor loss. That is, he doesn't have a positive value, he doesn't have a negative value. So the number which is neither positive nor negative is 0. So which means that this entire value is 0. So now multiply this, 10x plus into minus is minus 32,000 is equal to 0. So transpose it, 10x is equal to 32,000. Bring this 10 to the right hand side, 32,000 by 10. So that will give you 3,200. So when he sells 3,200 basmati rice bags along with 6,400 non-basmati rice bags, he will have neither profit nor loss. Now here the point to be understood is this 0. Now they mentioned neither loss nor profit. If it is profit, we would have written some positive value. If it is loss, we would have written some negative value. Since they mentioned it is neither profit nor loss, that is we should not be using any positive number or negative number. The number which is neither positive nor negative is only one number, which is 0. So that is what they have given me. So I have equated it to 0, and this is the case. So the total number of basmati rice bags are 3,200 that are to be sold, so that he will get neither profit nor loss. And the last one. However, I will not be discussing all the cases in the last one. I will be going with the third case in the last problem. Look into that. In a class test containing 10 questions, 3 marks are awarded for every correct answer. So there are 10 questions, 3 marks for correct answers, and minus 1 mark for incorrect answer. And 0 marks are awarded for not attempting it. For not attempting, you will get 0 marks. Now look into the third one. Rashmi gets 3 correct and 4 incorrect answers out of the 7 questions that she has attempted. So she has attempted out of 10. She has attempted 7 questions and she did not attempt 3 questions. So when she is not attempting any question, she will be awarded 0 marks. So 1 question 0 marks, 3 questions 3 into 0, which is 0. So we need not consider about that. We need not discuss about that. Now we move on to the 7 questions which she has attempted. Out of 7 questions, 3 are correct. So for 1 correct question, she is getting 3 marks. Now 3 questions are correct, so she gets 3 into 3, which is 9 marks. Now there are 4 incorrect answers she has attempted. For 1 incorrect answer, she gets minus 1 marks. So 1 incorrect answer, minus 1. So there are 4 incorrect answers, so which is 4 into minus 1. 4 into minus 1 is minus 4. Now the total marks are the summation of the marks which she has obtained, which is 9 plus minus 4. 9 plus minus 4. Plus into minus is minus. 9 minus 4 is 5. So the marks which she has scored in the exam is 5. So basically, instead of looking into addition or subtraction in that manner, so think of the situation here. Correct, she is getting 3 marks. Incorrect, she is getting minus 1 marks. Instead of saying that losing minus 1, losing 1 mark, here we put that sign minus that indicates that she is losing. So instead of using that word, that sign represents that particular situation, whether it is a gain or a loss, or whether it is losing or gaining. So such kind of case. So that is it with regards to the worksheet. So whatever problems that I have left over, do them. If you have got any doubt, you can get in touch in a minute. So that's it.